here.
Amazing Amy is also in the building.
Welcome back.
That boy Fresh is on return. He's on return to burn.
Back from outside.
Fresh from outside. That boy Fresh. Hey, girls, Shorty, DJ Strategy. What's going on, everybody? We in the building. It is Thursday night, so I'm starting the show. And introduce everybody who go across the table. Introduce yourself to the crowd. They know who you are. And of course, maybe they know who you are. But just for the sake of saying, like a little fun way, they need to start.
It's amazing evening back with the who am I? I'm the co-host. Two hosts across this.
Yes.
That's it. That's me.
All right, so baby.
Me, hey baby, singer-songwriter.
Starting over.
Potty mouth. I'm not.
She's 22, so she got
I'm 22,
right,
so it's okay.
She got to know.
I'm allowed
We're
to.
going to tell you a story. Don't worry, I got you.
My mom be listening and she approves. So
Yes, that's right. All right, and the Vargas brothers is here.
What's going on, everybody? It's Mr. Tom Guns.
Right. Tom Guns on the front of the building,
BB.
Yes.
You already know the second half of the Vargas brothers.
Drizzy always cool. Like, Drizzy always, like, kind of, like, laid back, and then we're going to have a conversation. And of course,
it's your girl, Lady Lyric, in the building.
Yes.
Co-host right here.
Yes.
Shout out to Amazing Amy for holding it down.
Yes.
When you have the loop, but never out the way. Singer-songwriter, indie, underground, borderline legend.
Let's go.
And here, this is a home co-host. So proud of these artists who play in our showcase. I'm super excited for the panel tonight.
I really want to talk about that because this was something that we're still getting thanks for.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
If you check in and see it, Miss Esther, you know what? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I texted her. I was like, "Yo, it's going down. You should call in."
The footage that we got from the actual showcase is nothing compared. The footage was guys, super incredible. All the bells and whistles, just an incredible show. And I think when we first came up with the idea, we were thinking in terms of something New York-ish.
Yeah.
Pocono.
What we were used to, but trying to bring it out here.
Right, but with the Pocono mixture, and then with that whole chemistry that we put into the pot and stirred up, along with TV and along with Gynesis Radio, we came out with something very big. We came out with a big ass cake.
It was hot.
We had a big ass cake.
I agree.
That was a big ass cake. Everybody ate that night. I wish we could have had. And I want to apologize to y'all because I had some wings. I had wings without y'all. I'm sorry. I went to Carrot Square. They got a Chinese restaurant inside the Carrot Square, and they got some wings. So I went. That's why I kind of showed up.
No, me and bro vegetarians. I accept your apology.
Okay. Yes. Definitely.
I'm used to you being greedy forever, so I'm like, thank you. I accept your apology. I'm like kind of used to it a little bit.
Yeah, because I have to eat. Sometimes I don't want to. I don't want to eat that. Get too skinny. But I have to eat. Ramadan Kareem to all the Muslim brothers out there. Ramadan Kareem. See how brothers.
I ain't Muslim, but I'm rocking out with the Ramadan.
Yeah, I do.
Past 3 years I've been rocking out. So
I have done it. Successfully. I've done Ramadan successfully for almost 3 years. And I continuously do it because I feel like that's the time of my life where I get to pull back from everything that I get associated with, like all of the overindulgent eating, drinking, smoking, and everything. For the month of Ramadan, I pull back, and I think that keeps me like 10 years. After I finish Ramadan, I'm like 20 pounds. I have a clearer perspective on things that I want to do and my concepts and stuff like that. So that's what I do. I'm not
brings you back to alignment.
I'm not totally religious. Like religious, I do mix a lot. Yes, I am. I consider myself a full-fledged Muslim, but maybe also it's Easter Sunday weekend coming up. Also. That's coming up also, so people are getting down to that also. Before we get into the actual interview with you guys, I just want to know like some of the topics that we have going on. We just saw, I saw today in the news. I saw somebody stole Ice Spice's chain from her.
Yeah, that's fake though. I don't know. It's crazy. But this is I ain't mad at it though.
I just want to know what the the hip hop industry has changed so much. Like we looking at the 50 years of hip hop now, going from the state of hip hop, and the transition going into the new hip hop is different for us older guys. So with that being said, I want to start off the interview with August because the dynamic duo concept generated. I mean, most people don't know the history. Some people do know the history. You guys come from the background of the Bronx, New York City, and from the Bronx. Over there on the 233rd side too.
Hey, I was on 222nd side.
I want to say thank you to all the guys in the community on the 233rd. When I used to have to carry the deposits from Roy Rogers to the bank, the guys on 233rd. What up, G? What's going on, man? We got you, bro. So this is back in the early.
I was literally on 233rd, a couple of houses. Everybody calling out.
That's great.
After we moved out to Eden Road, shout out to everybody out there. We grew up seeing Slick Rick take his garbage out in the morning. Shout out to the rulers with the and stuff.
And
You know what I remember about Eden Wall?
Go ahead, talk about Eden Wall. Yeah.
It's the refrigerators up the roof.
Refrigerators, air conditioners, all that. I'm saying that, cops ain't coming there unless they really have to.
And we couldn't come check y'all. We couldn't come check y'all girls either.
Yeah.
That wasn't allowed. No allowed.
If you tried, it sounds like.
That's the Bronx was my stomping ground.
and a lot of people don't realize, like, a lot of artists that come out of the Bronx, sometimes they don't get the recognition and sometimes they do. But with you guys being a dynamic duo, some of your influences, like I was looking inside your bio, some of your influences, like the dynamic duos, like Run DMC, storytellers like the Dead Prez, CNN, the Lots, Nods, and references like that. You can tell, like in y'all lyrics and when y'all rhyme, y'all still have that concept of music. Now going into the days of the new music, you see the artists now, they only got like 2 minutes and 30-second songs. I mean, I'm not bashing the new artists.
8 ball, 12 ball.
Right. I'm not bashing the young
Ask
artists.
me.
Pick him.
I'm not bashing the young artists at all, but I'm just saying now that we have music now that has less song to it, but it has less time for it. How do y'all feel about being able to still tell your story in that amount of frame of time? Because now, we get put into a box. Some of your joints can be like 3 minutes and 40 seconds, but nowadays it's only like 2 minutes and 15 seconds. How y'all feel about like music in general? How it's getting restructured and changed?
The message you put out there is very important. It's powerful. So you got to do that now in a short amount of time, which is not that challenging, because now the attention span of the generation now is kind of straight to the point. You got to kind of catch them, you got to ring them up, and then put them right back out there. So I respect it. We adapt. We've always been adapting to our environment. This is our environment right now. Big fact. So of course, in the music business, like catchy hooks or hooks that come with message, and embody the actual record. So make sure with consistent bars we come with solid hooks, catchy hooks that describe our life story and what we think, because all I know is to be honest. I know it might sound cliche because talk is cheap, but we're not gonna spit something that we ain't lived, actually experienced, and be able to advise the people through lyrics, through bars, because it's not as easy as it sounds to be able to make things rhyme and still get somebody to do and stay home. So we had to bring things down to 2 verses, but we might throw in 3 hooks for them. Something that they can actually opt out and still come to myself, but I'm all for spitting and and all spitting things like that. But what I love about me and my bro is that when we get together, we have this beautiful concrete commercial hip hop stuff.
So y'all actually brothers, or y'all just
Same mother,
That was
same
literally
father.
the first question
Same
I
mother,
asked
same
him.
father. Same mother, same father. They've been together for over 40 years.
because sometimes you can hang with your homeboy for a while and y'all start to look alike.
Yeah.
Y'all start to look alike and start eating the same food. That's a good trip. But y'all actually are brothers.
Yeah,
That's dope.
I happened to be born before he turned 1, so we actually the same age. We Irish twins. Irish stash twins on top of that.
All right. That's dope. That's dope. So Tay, baby, like the thing about your music.
Yes.
The thing about your music is because it's just starting at like 16 years. First of all, you from North Carolina. What part of North Carolina?
Charlotte. So I was born there and raised there. So I was born then. We moved here with my grandparents.
I love North Carolina. North Carolina is one of my
I want to
favorite.
move back. I was supposed to move back last year, but that didn't happen. But everything happened.
I lived in Raleigh. I actually lived in Raleigh, North Carolina. And my sisters, they live in Charlotte also. So we get a chance to go like every year. And my kids live, my daughter lives in Jacksonville and then my son lives in Raleigh. So I usually go down every year. I also went to St. Augustine's College in Raleigh, North Carolina. So that's like my son. So when I saw North Carolina, I was like, wow,
Yeah.
that's
My
like,
dad still lives there.
nice. So you want to go back?
I want to go back. I wanted to move there because I wanted to get out of Pennsylvania in general. But it's nice over there. The air is different.
You like jumping down there too.
Yeah. Charlotte is a good city because it's still developing. Some of the teams there. But how, like at 16, going through and just listen to some of your music. At 16 years old, how did you know you wanted to be a songwriter?
So I remember I was in high school and this boy started making music, and I was like, I wanted to see if I could do that. And I remember literally sitting in my room writing a song on a notebook. And then I had knew this girl in school who had a studio in her house. So then I went and recorded it. And then after that, I released it on SoundCloud, and I started releasing it on SoundCloud.
You see how easy it is? Like,
Right.
Right.
I had no clue. I had no clue it was even good. And then school started hearing it, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I had the guy that started off, the one who like made me want to write. Like we ended up making music together. And after that, I made a music for another feature. And then from there, it's like I didn't realize I was good at it till after like people started acknowledging it. Okay. That's what it is. Like
even at such a young age, like you can tell like the content of your music. I was listening to like one of the favorite artists that's out nowadays. I think Jay
Yes.
You were mine. Boy, I'm getting ready to tell
Can I tell you something though? Can I tell you something? So when I started getting off of like this singing, like, because at first when I first started, I was singing more, and then I started to like sing rap. I literally can't sing rap. So that's exactly.
No, but that's dope because you see, and that's sometimes it most of the time you feel like it's a way of complimenting others. Like I think we were just reading the other day that J. Cole got his inspiration from his new single by going up and typing into YouTube J. Cole type of beat. And when he did that, he wound up getting a beat from an artist that produced and wound up producing a song and releasing it for that artist. So just coming up with that idealism, like not to say, I think to me you have a sound similar to him. Only reason because your storytelling ability. You know what I mean? You're able like when the first time I heard your tracks, I was waiting. First up because you have that interlude in the beginning of the tracks. You have a big interlude. But then when the drop comes, as soon as the drop comes, you automatically feel feeling. You automatically feel emotion. You automatically feel intensity. Like this girl is about
Yeah,
to.
she made me feel like we was lighting up at that moment. In the first line, she set the tone.
Yeah, she's almost about to tell a story that I kind of want to be intrigued about. And it's funny because she's like a little And y'all see her on stage, right?
Yo, in video is different. People think I'm,
Right.
normal
Super
size, average size.
she's super tiny in real life, but when you come across as an artist, it sounds big. It sounds really big. So I want to commend you, and I want you to continue to go. I don't care what nobody said, but you continue to find yourself as a writer, find different ways to express yourself, and I can tell that in some of the songs that you are a little bit more mature.
Potty
As a
mouth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. She got a potty mouth.
As a 22-year-old,
Okay.
no, as a 22-year-old, I can see you saying a lot. I can see you saying a lot of other things that you could be saying because we got them. We already went through an example of some of the potty mouth music that
But
we
look,
got.
let me drop a ditty. I'm gonna drop a ditty, right?
All right.
She's good. She's talented. She got talent. I'm gonna give her that. Right? I didn't even know she was the same little girl that I heard here one day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
I remember when you came in. See?
yeah. See, so one day I was, they was up there with some music. Then I heard, I said, she sounds okay. She got it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Then when I put some eyes on it, I saw she had the potty mouth thing going.
Oh,
The potential was there. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, like
This is major coming from him.
it's
Understand. No,
it's
understand all these plaques. Like, understand what I'm talking to you right now.
it's all about being able to take direction. See, when I point out to you potty mouth, right? I'm not really saying that in a negative sense because right now y'all do what everybody else is doing. All right. So why be a part of the crowd when you can be the standout? Be the one that changed the industry. Make the change. You know what I'm saying? Because you have showmanship, all right? You got a nice little sound, right? You got a nice little style and whatnot, but they're different. You know what I mean? Because
Definitely.
I can tell you this here. Record company just paid us a whole lot of money to work with Tim.
Yeah.
Right? Tim's very talented. Potty mouth. She only know one way. All right. If you get stuck in a box, how are you gonna cross over? Because a lot of that stuff, y'all know Tim, what that is?
Right?
Yeah, we played. Remember, we
I
played
like
single
her.
before.
Yeah,
before
right,
we went
right.
down.
So very talented, right? But she's in a box. She doesn't have the ability to cross over. The record company said the potty mouth is over. You know what I mean? How can you be the next person to be the halftime show at the Super Bowl? Potty mouth ain't gonna get you. That ain't gonna get you there.
And that's
So-
what I said.
So that's something that you gotta think about. They're to be different.
Yeah, and that's why I think we covered that the week before, particularly when we was talking to artists, we were saying that it's like a time and place for everything. Like the gun, just shoot 'em up music, the gun, shoot 'em up music.
The gun bars is over.
Sometimes it's a time for that, and it's a time not for that. Like if I'm a DJ and I want to play something over here, sometimes I have to scrutinize it because I don't know, if it's going to come across to the audience the right way. So I always make it plain when I talk to artists. I always tell them about certain things. Like when I was at the showcase, I gave y'all some little intricate details, but I always tell artists, make sure that you do more than one copy. Do your clean version, do your dirty version, do your radio version, do your studio version, do your acapella version on all of these songs. So it gives the DJ and it gives your fan base an option of what they can pick from your music. Because a lot of times people will sit and hear the first 3 bars and automatically they get turned off from the song because they don't hear something that they want. But it doesn't mean that it's not a good song. It doesn't mean that it's not good music. It just takes too long for it to, to marinate and, to settle in.
Well, let me give you an example too. Now, when it comes to the Vargas brothers, right? Now, to me, they was the stars of the show, in my opinion. Everybody got
He
an opinion.
definitely said that.
In my opinion, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because all my years of working at Atlantic Records, right? One thing I knew is when we was listening to the Black music division at Atlantic, creative music, we had about 30 seconds to catch you. And if you didn't, your tape, your CD, whatever it was, went in that big 55-gallon tray, never to be seen again. And it might have been a platinum score, right? You have to have the ability to capture and keep people. These brothers hit the stage. They suck the energy out of the room from beginning to end. You know what I'm saying? That's what we look for because you got, you want to have good songs, right? But you got to have good showmanship because you need the package. If you don't have the package, you're never going to get that Live Nation show. You know what I'm saying? You can get the hood rap show, You know, you can get the strip club circuit. Back in the days, we used to call it the Chitlin circuit. You know, remember the Chitlin circuit? We used to have what called
You still get your buzz up that way.
You know what I'm saying?
Still get your buzz up that way.
Yeah.
But
But right now, if you are strictly potty mouth and you just can't motivate the club, all you're gonna get is the strip club talk.
I like to sometimes I like to get and look through music to find certain songs, and I just like to switch it around. Like, you know, it may come a different way, but I feel like I could change it by remixing it or something like that. Say you actually had the opportunity also to open up for Dirt here in Gynesis also. How was that?
That was like one of the best things I've ever experienced because the crowd was so big.
Right.
So like the feeling I had there, it was just so great. And I hope to do something like that.
Because like as you go along, your music is going to get better. I'd say it's not good now. Your music is going to get better. You ran second place in the performance.
And Ava had her at first.
Yeah, the thing was, and I didn't want to give it to the intricate judges business.
Girl power.
We had y'all as a top.
We
right?
did.
We had y'all as a top, but I said I didn't want to do the top. I wanted everybody to feel like our first three artists that we picked was you guys, the Boys Brothers, Tay Baby, and we picked
Javier.
Yeah. Those were the three artists that we picked. But there was some other artists that were there that were good.
The young bull was that
Oh yeah, random number 6.
In fact, it's the
Comedians. Yeah.
the first comedian.
Oh my God.
He tried.
Yeah, he did. I felt so bad. I felt really bad.
But there's a way that you can put that around.
Right. Because remember, if you think about Jeff Comedy and you think about how Russ was able to implement music and comedy together, that was a component for like almost how many years did you go home that Jeff Comedy did? Because it seemed that the element of hip hop and comedy mixed together, that's still a dope concoction that people come up with. How did y'all feel being on stage performing at African? I want to ask you first. How did you feel?
I felt great because I hadn't performed since like the summer, and when I was like asked to do the performance, and then someone else told me about the performance, I was like, you know what, like that's why I told me to do the performance. So then I did it, and like I loved everything about it. The area was beautiful. The booth, the 360 booth was great, and the crowd just was good too. It was all good vibes. So.
And how did y'all feel? I mean, I know y'all performed at different showcases before. Y'all done this in the past.
They're ready for the big stage.
Yeah, they ready. Y'all ready.
They're ready for the big stage.
How did y'all feel before? Did y'all feel comfortable in that environment? Did y'all feel like y'all was, in your house?
I was first and foremost, I was happy to finally actually give that movie some type of game. Too much going on, like out in it consistently, but when it happens, it happens. But just things going on out of town, the things that actually came up with our public side. We see that opportunity that people, that sound. I just want to give a shout out, especially to the sound check.
I don't want to cut you off, but I gotta give some applause to Sean. Definitely Sean about Sean Entertainer, because he was like a component that people probably didn't expect that he did, but he showed up. The sound system, everything, and just it was dope.
I thought when we go to other shows, sound don't be official and to be too loud.
No, but
it might be
but
too
even
low.
like I told Drizzy, like what I was saying, y'all joints was already queued. You know what I'm saying? When I got y'all music, when I got y'all flash drive, it was already cued to where I didn't have to get it ready for scratching or cutting. If y'all know what I'm saying.
It was so ready.
I was telling Drew, Drizzy, I was saying that like y'all was ready. Y'all was already ready for the performance. So that shows a level of professionalism that most of the time that artists don't get because they just want to hear their music play. That's it. How many times I can tell you about 1,000 different times that I have people come up to me, yo, can you play my song? It's on SoundCloud. That's why I said that flash drive is a definite component because look how many artists perform. We had 17 different artists, 15 different artists that perform, and me being the only DJ there to make sure that your music was right. That was.
We had to time it out.
Yeah, we had to space it out, and I've done showcases before, also, on that level as well. But it felt good to be in that environment and to be able to share that environment with artists of y'all caliber. People sleep on East Stroudsburg, and people sleep on Gynesis Radio and what our accomplishments are. Things are getting bigger and it's getting better, and we doing it together. It's not like we couldn't have done the showcase without you guys. Say, baby, Drizzy, Tommy, we couldn't have done it without you guys. So I want to appreciate y'all. I want to get into some of y'all music. So first off, let's Tay, baby, we're gonna get into one of your singles first. So I know we had like a little situation with the names and everything like that. So we're gonna go into the single. I think this is how I feel.
So that one is called.
Okay, so we'll get into that, and we're gonna come back in a couple of seconds. I think I'm gonna go into the Vargas Brothers right after that. I'm not gonna waste no time. I'm gonna go into the Vargas Brothers right out there. We're gonna go to We Outside right after that. We'll be back in a couple of seconds, man. GSL Network here in the comfortable Gynesis Radio Studios. Ladies and Amy is here. Take Baby, the Vargas Brothers. Lady Liberty, yours truly, DJ Strategy, along with TP Spirit, aka Fat Boy Flesh. It's Thursday night from 6 to 8 p.m. We're about to get into some music from the artists that we have here. Take Baby's single was our first. Let's get